Southwest Queensland is in the grips of a flood crisis. Emergency crews ramping up their response as water levels rise. The inundation caused from heavy rainfall in the north is now gushing downstream and swallowing towns like St George. Its major river system, the Balonne River, is expected to peak above 12 metres this afternoon, forcing the evacuation of around 20 homes.
Joining us now is the Balonne Shire Mayor, Richard Marsh. Richard, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. So the rivers are on the rise, but not too worried about it.
The rivers certainly are on the rise. Good morning. And we're in St George now. We understand, well, I haven't heard officially, but we understand that the Beardmore Dam, which is about 15 kilometres upstream, was due to peak just now, basically, so we haven't heard anything official, but it is definitely up here in St George, and we're just on 12 metres, maybe a centimetre or two over it, but all going to plan at this stage, if you can plan a flood, that is.
Yes, that's very true indeed. Now, Richard, I was there about 10 years ago in some of the worst flooding that Queensland has ever seen. What has changed for the town since? What infrastructure has been put in place to stop so many homes from flooding?
Yeah, that previous flooding was at 13.95 metres. We now have a levee which protects most of the town. I say most of, there are probably that 10 or a dozen houses that couldn't be got behind the levee because of the position they're in. And so it is protected to 14.5 metres. And yeah, we don't expect to see any problems as far as the levee is concerned. In fact, it'll only just get up to the levee. What we have done is alerted those that are outside the levee who will be impacted, given them the opportunity to relocate, and in fact they probably will be, I won't say forced, but be encouraged to relocate, because at 12 metres Ergon has some problems with power and they need to disconnect those properties. So it's all pretty quiet, pretty I won't say easy either, but pretty under control, and we're enjoying the water, enjoying the flow, and watching it go past.
Well, just elaborate on that, Richard. Enjoying the water and the flow. I mean, there's so many parts of that region that had been under serious drought conditions up until recently. Can you outline some of the positives that come with all of this rain? Yeah,
it certainly is good to see the rain. And in actual fact, we had a shower last night, another 10 mil, which is great. Won't impact on anything other than help the grass grow. We're a community and a shire that relies on agriculture, so we do need that water to basically drive our community, drive our economy. And regardless of whether it's raining in St George or raining anywhere else in the shire, someone's getting a benefit, because they are certainly need the moisture. What goes into the river goes down the river to an extent. Some of it gets pumped out and used for irrigation, but it is the lifeblood of the country, and it's the lifeblood of the whole Murray-Darling Basin, and it's great to see it running past and going down the stream.
Richard, you're a pretty enterprising bunch there in St George, know from experience, and a lot of these homes that are situated on the Balonne River often are very well prepared with sandbagging and the like. Is that the case this time around? And even though there will be a couple of dozen homes in the firing line, can they be saved from that with that sandbagging?
Yes, certainly. Those homes probably will not suffer much impact at all, because back in 2014 we did a house raising scheme which was funded, not by council, and I should say that by the state. And those houses have all been raised. They're up above that 14-metre level now, so they will get water in underneath them, but that'll only mean there'll be some mud to wash out and a bit of cleaning to do. Basically, if they build anything under there that's any more than just their laundry and hard stand stuff, then that really is their responsibility now.
Okay, Richard Marsh, really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.